Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Swati Cup to my Thai brothers and sisters and all the lady boys. We haven't forgotten about you. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Cause I'm doing this. I'm using OBS for the first time, but for some reason I can't get it to work. So hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to figure this all out for the first time. Open YouTube app. Okay. Oh, technology, guys. Let me try to figure this out and then we can just kick it and talk. For some reason it's not working. Over YouTube Rockstar Joe. I did. Why isn't it doing it? I can't even see the live chats. Okay, so you guys can hear me, right? I'm trying to figure out this OBS thing for the first time so I can go live with you guys. That way, I can share my screen and stuff, I think that's the best way. We can all just, moving forward, this is what I want to do. However, I have a problem. I can't see the chats unless I go on my phone. So until I figure that out, we might just have to just do it this way. I don't know. But how you guys like the new setup so far? This is crazy. Let me try to get you guys on the chat so I can see. Just bear with me, guys. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to streamline things. When I go live, I just want to just have my computer and then I can show you what I want to show you and we can talk. But right now, since it's my first time using the software, it's not doing what I want it to do. And at the same time, it's making me lose my train of thought. But we're live. This happens. We're going to figure it out together, guys. We're going to figure it out together. Let's see. Try another way. Get a one-time security sign in on another device. I put tap. Okay, here we go. I think I got it. Yes, it's me. Hold on, guys. I think I got it. I got it. Okay, I can see you guys. I can see all your chats. All right, let's start with the shout out. The Maven 2017. How are you, Bong? It's good to see you guys. Yo yo, Vector Type R12. How are you? So I'm glad you guys can hear me. So let's restart the introduction. If you click this link, this vlog, this channel, just know you promoted yourself to being a Cambodian, because Cambodia is so good at making you feel like family. I want to go ahead and extend that to you. Today, we will continue exposing the Sims for the POS that they are. I told you we came first. Never forget. Coming to you live in Cambodia, Phnom Penh to be exact. And in this stream, I definitely want to give some shout outs. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Sorry for the delay. It's my first time using this OBS software, but you can see I put the flag, I customized it. I got my little intro logo. I can share my screen. So it's gonna be good, guys. It's gonna be good. But today we're just gonna focus on just me working out the kinks, and I'm gonna read your comments and questions, and we're just gonna go answer from there. Is there a volume setting for the mic? You can't hear me? Do I need to raise up the volume? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Because I hear myself okay. Let me see. Lock volume. Can you guys hear me? It seems the straightforward in front. I can hear you a little bit better sometimes when it's right in the front. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I mean, I'm turning up the mic. So let me. Can you guys hear me all right? You let me know. Because I can hear myself perfectly fine. Ro Kim 8194. I'm from Virginia, watching you from work. Yay. Let me know you guys can hear me all right. Because this is the setup I want to go moving forward. I got everything to the Mac and to OBS, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Maven, you can hear me better? So let me give my shout outs to you guys, man. The reason why I'm here is because of what Thailand did to our people. So I took it upon myself to educate our brothers and sisters. And along the way, we got some beautiful people that joined, right? We got our Laotian brothers and sisters. We have some Thai people here. We got brothers and sisters from all around the world, all walks of life. And we all learn from each other. And that's the most important part. I want to share with you the knowledge, the history, and we have to know our history. History is important because we have something to stand on. I told you we came first. Yeah. Don't let the non-speaking Thais who don't know their history try to come and tell us ours, the POS. And I have to talk like studio voice because I'm in the house. Right now, I'll show you real quick. When I take off the background, you can see where I'm at. I'm in the room, and I don't want to talk too loud. So this is the room I'm in, right? I don't want to talk too loud. Don't want to wake up the baby. But how do you guys like this new setup? That way I can see your comments live and we can talk. I can share my screen with you. So it's all good. Oh, dude, I lost it. What happened? Ooh, I'm going to get better, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to get better. This is a lot of technical. And, you know, that's how it goes for the first time. And the first time for anything. I think if I want to read some comments because it's important. I want to share with you guys what a brother and sister wrote because we can learn from each other. And I thought it was a pretty good one. Okay, let me go back to Safari. Okay, let's see. You might need to just go with it and then watch the replay to make it better next time. The Maven, yeah. We're gonna learn as it goes. You know, normally I just go live on my phone in the car, it's easy, right? But then I'm trying to make it a little bit better, more hands-on, because when I go live, the problem I have is I can't share my screen. But when I pre-record it, of course, I could do all the editing and make it look nice. This way, I've been watching YouTube on OBS, and you know how the content creators, they come and talk, and then they're able to share their screen with you and talk to you, and that's what I wanted. So I took a lot of time yesterday just designing the layout. I made this little signature logo for the intro. I can share my screen. You know, we got all the flags up, and let me read some comments. Congrats again. Yeah, so that's what we're doing, and I'm trying to find a good time to talk with everybody, because in the States, if I start to stream around 8-9 p.m., everyone's home, right? And then our Khmer brothers are going to work. But here it's 11 p.m. in Cambodia, and then it's morning in Los Angeles. So I'm trying to find a good medium where I can get everybody, because that's what makes it fun. And I told you, we learn from each other, and this is the most important part, is that we learn from each other. And I got so much content I want to share with you guys, but right now I'm trying to figure out this system, and as I figure out and as I do it more often, I'm gonna get better and more comfortable. But one thing I can do is read some comments, and that's what I want to do from the brothers and sisters that left me comments when they commented on the videos. So let's do that. Okay, let me share my screen. Booyah, look at that. Just like that, you can see my screen. All right, and this is from Lin Young 7809. I love all the crap you expose about the Siemens, yup, and we can continue exposing the POS for what they are. Yup, they can't keep eating that papaya salad with the extra bullshit. I told you, because it's so addicting. They can't stop. And this is from Darren Lily 9185. Jaws are the destroyers. That's all they do, man. They have no culture, and nobody goes harder than them. I told you, nobody goes harder than them. Because why? They feel threatened. Because Cambodia has everything that they want. Cambodia has everything that their king fabricated in their history and told them that it was theirs. It was stolen. They came from China. This is the truth. This is the facts. Let's not get it twisted. And so this one's from Zenny Allen, and he writes, thanks for all the videos. Question, do you know what land claims Thailand has? People in Reddit says Thailand gave land to Cambodia because the Khmer Rouge, and when that ended, Cambodians did not move back. BS story, and the legalities or not would be interesting, but I would like to know how far they want to come into Cambodia. I think, but I'm not sure, really close to the lake in the middle. So I do not mean it as a drama question, but as this is what they say, this is what they believe, what they talk about. This is a promo video. Good for you. Okay. Let's break down this question. So do you know what land claims Thailand has? Thailand has no land claims, okay? They agreed on the 1904-1907 treaty signed by their king. I think it was Rama IV, okay? This is what they agree upon. But the problem is, if you look at their history, they don't have accountability. Their laws changes like the seasons. This is who they are. This is what we gotta know. And fast forward to modern day time, look at their government. It's a puppet government, okay? They got the king on top, and the military is the king's knightsmen, okay? These are the people that are running their country. They own 60 to 80% of Thailand. This is truth. And in Thailand, they want to make believe that everyone is Thai and they're all equal, and this is not true. Why? I told you, because the light-skinned Thais from China, they don't see the Isan Thais equals. They don't see the Khmer Sarin equals. They don't. This is the truth. Okay, and it's funny because in Isan, their ancestors are Laos, but they don't want to believe that, and that's fine because they ate the papaya salad that the king fed them. Okay, they had this thing called Thaification, so they made it against the law to say anything, like you couldn't claim anything else but Thai, and you had to speak Thai, and all these things they did. So that's the short answer. Let's see, what else did she write? Um, she writes something about how far do they want to come into Cambodia? They're gonna come in as far as they can come in. Okay, if they could have went further than the border, they would have, and they didn't, and they couldn't. Okay, look how much military they had to use. Look how much military they had to use just to get to the border, and they're ranked 25. And when you look at military ranking, they're ranking their equipment, what they have. Okay, but when you saw them invade Cambodia, these are untrained clowns. Okay, they're not disciplined. They went into Cambodian territory, and then they started looting. And these are your soldiers. This is your army. This is the top of the line, and this is how they behave. Come on now. And the title is, do I think there will be a round 3? I think so. I think so, but I don't think Thai could afford it. If you look at their economy, I told you since the beginning, they're in the decline. Their government is imploding. Their king have set their people back 30 years. This is why their king didn't. This is why their king made sure they don't speak English, to keep their people dumb. I told you. Because the king was afraid that if they knew English, they could read textbooks, and then they could expose everything that's going on. And the funny thing is, we live in the age of information, and they can't seem to fact check that shit. Snot Chow, how are you, brother? Thank you for the love, man. I see you in all the comments. Maza, what up, brother? How are you? Maza, you're in Minnesota, correct? And Ro Kim from, I think, Houston, Texas. Yeah, I love seeing you guys' names, man. Put in the chat. What do you want to talk about? Because I do have we do have brothers and sisters that, you know, they're passionate, right? They're invested. They feel the hurt. They see what's going on in the news. And I told you, Thai media, their fake, their propaganda is designed to do one thing, is put fear in your heart and your mind. Okay, they have nothing to stand on. There's no laws. They want to redraw the lines. That's how we got here. And to answer her question, this is why we had in 2001 the RBC and the GBC, right? The regional border committee, and then the joint border committee, and it was put in place so that we can have peace. Okay, and the JBC and the RBC was designed to demarcate, meaning to look at the map, which they'd agreed on, which is the 1/200,000 map, and that's the Annex 1 map that the world, the international community recognizes. But Thailand doesn't recognize it. Why? Because they think their law is above the law. They think they're above everyone else. Okay, and the Thai people, right? They all think there's some kind of royalty. And this is funny to me because when they try to talk about Thai history, they can't go back past the 1800s. Why? Because then Khmer history kicks in, and it always does. And then they want to discredit what's in Angkor Wat, because Angkor Wat has our history written in stones. Yeah, and the POS that they think they're gonna come meme me to death. Yeah, they have memes for everything, right? They think that if They post enough pictures that it's gonna become true, and they're gonna get a UNESCO heritage, right, for their fabricated culture. Yeah, this is what they do. They always want to put their name on everything. Thai tea, Thai chili, Thai eggplant. That's what they do. Mazda is at work right now. Mazda, I'm trying to figure out a good time, man, to get everybody, because what makes the live personal and makes it good is when we all get on here and we talk, and the Maven's always on. I want to give shout outs to Kevin Smith, also Uncle Sambo. He needs 30 more subs to get to 1,000. Let's help him out, guys. Uncle Sambo, let's look for his let me look for him. Uncle Sambo, let's see how many subscribers he has. Let me see. Uncle Sambo, where are you? Uncle Sambo. Oh man, I can't even find Uncle Sambo. Where you at, Uncle Sambo? Here, let's go to my screen, and I have him in the comment here somewhere. Yeah, here we go, Uncle Sambo. Oh, okay, here we go. Uncle Sambo is sitting right now at 979 subscribers. Can we get him 11 more? Can we do that? Can we do that? If you guys haven't subscribed to him, subscribe to him. He has a lot of knowledge, and I enjoy watching him. He's very calm, very collected. He's not like Bong, right? Bong's more like in your face. I'll tell you how it is. Yeah, so that's his channel. It's funny because when he first commented, he told me he's been watching my videos before all this happened, which is it's a small world. But right now, I have a lot of respect for Uncle Sambo, and any way we can help him out. 11 subscribers, man. He can do it. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's get him to 1,000. Oh shit. Yeah, Uncle Sambo has great content. Yup. Shout outs to Uncle Sambo. Shout outs to Kevin Smith. I love Kevin Smith, man. Like, that guy believes Khmer through and through. And I told you, man, Khmer is a feeling. We understand family. Never forget. Never forget. And I know I tell you guys that the Thais, they don't like us. And the minute you put that through your head, you understand what I'm talking about. In my Facebook, they come attack me hard, right? They think they're gonna hurt my feelings, but they're not. You know why? Because I have history. I know history, and I know their history. And then I never realized how dumb they are. Yeah. We live in an age of information. I can fact check anything they say. This is truth. Anyone can do it. I kind of like this live setup. As soon as I work out the kinks, it's gonna be a lot smoother. But do I think Thailand and Cambodia will go for a third round? I think so. I think so. But remember, war it's not a quick fix. It's this back and forth, back and forth. And I don't think Thailand can afford to go for a third round. I don't think. Also, we know other locations. They like to put in social media, and a lot of people don't know, but our government doesn't allow any of us to post our soldiers' positions, you see? Because the next round, we're going to hit them where it counts. And right now, there's the Iran war. That is interesting. And then now they with that going on, it's really messing up the geopolitical uh, when it comes to oil for everyone. And Thailand is getting hit hard. Why? Because the bigger the country, the harder they fall. That's just how it goes. Their tourism is taking a hit. I already told you their country's in the decline. I mean, they can make an argument, well, we didn't expect the Iran war. Even without the war, their country is in the decline. Okay? Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam, they all started leveling up. They teamed together. They realized they don't really need Thailand anymore. And I told you, if you were an investor, why would you want to invest in a country where the military does what they want? They live in an aging country. When you go to Thailand, there's a bunch of old people walking around. Believe me when I tell you. Yeah, and then a lot of Thais, they want to come talk their shit, like all of them live in Sukhumvit. So let me paint a picture for those who hasn't been to Thailand before, okay? Bangkok is a very big city. And the videos of the YouTubers that you follow, that you listen to, that area is called Sukhumvit, okay? That's where you see all the nice malls and all that stuff. But outside of that area is a bunch of poor people. And I told you, if you leave Bangkok, it looks like Cambodia and Vietnam. But the Thais, they want to keep bullshitting the people. Yeah, they make it sound like they all live in Sukhumvit. They make it sound like they're all millionaires, and they're not. Let me tell you. Yeah, no one goes harder than them trying to promote their bullshit. And then they don't like it when Bong here calls them out. Because in their country, they can only point to other people. They can't talk about what's really going on in their own country. Why? Because then they become the enemy. They're not patriot enough. Chicken, how are you? Hey bro, live, I'm late. You know you're not late. Cause Bong wasted 20 minutes trying to figure this OBS thing out. And I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, most of the time you guys know, right? I pre-record things and I just go boom, boom, boom. I just go. But when you go live, it's a little bit more challenging. So I'm just gonna spend this live just reading some comments and talking with you guys. If you guys have anything you guys want to share, talk about, put it in the comments. I'll read it. Here's a comment. Let me share my screen real quick. Here's a comment from 0star001. I recommend you watch Ghost Mountain documentary, and I recommend every people to watch Ghost Mountain documentary. I want everyone to know about Khmer history, because if you don't, you're gonna go to any Thai forum and they're gonna shoot you down. But if you watch Bong's channel enough, you're gonna learn, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna level up. This is my goal. Why? Because we're gonna kill him with the facts. I told you. Where's TNTG? He's probably sleeping. He lives right here in Phnom Penh. We gotta meet up. He writes, I'm mostly there for one, but right. Oh, this is when he commented about the gym. We're talking about the gym. Yeah. Khmer Shadow. He writes, is this owned by Trump or just the name after him? This video is from the gym, because I did a video about Trump Fitness, and trust me, the name shocked me too. So I don't have that answer, but yeah. It's 3:27 a.m. I'm at work. Chicken, where are you from? What city? I'm trying to figure out a good time to get everybody. That's my goal, because, we're here because of the Burn Sisters. I'm here because of you guys. Yeah, because I got a lot of stuff I want to share with you guys. And the minute I figure out this technology out, like I'll share my screen right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Like I have all this content. Look, I have this. I want to share with you guys. You know, I have so much stuff. So much stuff I want to share with you guys. I always screenshot stuff like this bullshit right here. From the Calside English, sharing food culture is beautiful. Rewriting food history? Not so much. Fact check complete. Pad Thai stays Pad Thai. Nobody gives a shit about Pad Thai. And it says right here, sorry, it's Pad Thai, not Pad Khmer. I have never heard of a Cambodian that ever said Pad Khmer. See, this is the bullshit they make up. It's so dumb. They're so desperate for attention. Like, I have never heard of Pad Khmer. I have never heard of anything along that lines. And Pad Thai, it was a made-up food for the Western people. So stupid. Yeah, I got so much stuff I want to share with you guys. But right now, I think it's important for me to get comfortable with this software. And things will get better, guys. I need to ask you something. Go ahead, chicken. You know America and Israel Thailand to test war weapons on Cambodia. What do you mean by that, chicken? Don't overthink the war, okay? I think a lot of commands we feel like Thailand's just gonna come over and take our country. They're not gonna do that. You need boots in the ground for that. You see how much military they had to use? Their F-16s, their Navy, they're all this bullshit. And where did they end up? Near the border. Oh, Sydney. Nice. Also, Thailand can't afford to go to war. Listen when Bong tells you. It's all a flex. They're getting exposed. You see how weak their military is? It's so freaking weak. When they rank the military, they're ranking the military by all the gears that they have, the tanks, the jets, all that. That's how they get their ranking. But that doesn't mean shit. You're doing great. I gotta go to bed so I can teach in the morning. Maven, thank you for joining us. I'm trying to figure out a time to get us all. I might have to just do the vlogs early, but here's the problem. I got a little one now, and she's sleeping in the morning. Bob, how are you, man? We supposed to meet up. Yeah, we supposed to meet up, Bob. Yeah, I want to give out some shout outs to the OGs, you know, Abdullah, Maza. You guys know who you are. Maven, Melanie, 10 Steps Forward, Nim. I remember all you guys. Every time I see your name, TNTG, you guys know who you are. Bob, how long you gonna be in the States? Sopaman 360. Been watching all your videos, Bong. Sok Sabai. Cambodia strong. Olympia, Washington. Hey, thank you. You know, I do this video because we have to educate our brothers and sisters, okay? Because we can't come with our emotions, okay? If we come with the facts, we come with our history, we have something to stand on, and that's more important, okay? Never let your emotion cloud your vision. I mean, I said that so many times when I first started vlogging. Don't let your emotion cloud your vision. Don't be like the Thais, okay? They're emotionally weak, okay? Every little thing offends them. They call Bong a slave, a beggar all the time, but it doesn't hurt my feelings. Why? Because I got more than them. I'm smarter than them. I live better than them. My life is good. I have good people around me. The Thais are funny because if they can't win an argument, you know what they do? They try to attack your character. I have so many Thais say that I look like a ladyboy. Believe me, I don't look like a ladyboy. I know what a ladyboy looks like. I'm far from it. They're confused, these people. Their birth rate is so low. In the next 20 years, 30 years, their country is going to be declining with people, right? And factories, when they invest in a country, they want to make sure they can keep it going. But the Thais, they're not reproducing. Why? Because they don't understand family. And there's a lot of guys out there trying to get the ladyboys pregnant. They think that's gonna solve the problem. Let's see. Bob writes, my plan is going to Cambodia permanently at the end of this year. Yeah. So command, is it a perfect country? No, not at all. But you know what? What it lacks, it has with its people, like the kindness, and that matters to me more than a pretty facade. And don't, let's not get it twisted. There's nice place in Cambodia, okay? And a lot of people that talk shit about South Command, they never been here. If you go to Thailand, there is no culture. Believe me, Bangkok has no culture. If you want to feel some kind of culture, you need to go to like the more rural areas. Chiang Mai has more culture, and the reason why they have more culture is because it's Isan. It's a lot of Isan people there, and the Isan people, they represent 30% of Thailand. Think about that, the Isan people, okay? And when people go to those red light districts like Pattaya, right, Khao San Road and all that shit, it's a bunch of Isan people, okay? And they got forced into the sex work because on the northern side of Thailand, they're only making like $100 a month. And you know what exposed them? COVID. When COVID happened, because I don't know if you guys know, but prostitution is illegal in Thailand. But they look the other way. But when other foreigners try to do it, because there was this post that came out in I think the Nation Thailand or the Khao, one of those. They started arresting Africans, Nigerians maybe. I don't know exact what country. So they started arresting them for prostitution, and I'm like, but they're doing it, and this is the problem with Thailand, okay? Ops lady. Israel have Islam and Thailand. Let's see. Okay, Bob. Yeah, I was so busy. I was in Indonesia longer than I thought. Yeah, Indonesia. Have you guys ever been, man? It's so similar to Cambodia. The people there are like the kindest in the world. Okay, and when I saw the the list for like the most kindest country in Cambodia came in second, right? A lot of people are shocked, and if they're shocked, it's because they never been to Cambodia, and if they're shocked, they don't know Cambodian people. Okay, there's a lot of expats that live in Cambodia because of the people. The people are one of the kindest in the world. And I don't know if you guys know, but if you're in Cambodia and you love Cambodian people, guess what? You're Cambodian. That's how it goes. Just look at Kevin Smith, right? There's so many Cambodians that I call family. But if you look at them, they're far from Cambodian. But if you look at who they are on the inside, that's what matters most. It's not like Thailand. All the foreigners, they go and they marry their Thai wife and they think they're going to become Thai. You're fooling yourself. You're a farang to them. You'll never be one of them. You got to understand this. Bob, let's see. Sims are so lost in their own ideas they can't see who they are. They still think they are first, but that's wrong. 100. 100. In Thailand, they think their shit don't stink, okay? They like to boast about, oh, we never got colonized. And I told you, that's because you were everyone's bitch. Yeah, if you know your history, like these guys, they were making back end deals with with France. This is what they do with Japan and then with the United States, just to stay out. Yup. See, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. We might have got colonized, but at least we fought. Okay, we fought and we lost. But then we fought again, and then we all gained our independence. Think about that. That's a beautiful story, right? And then you got Vietnam, who was in the war with the U.S. Then you got Cambodia with the Khmer Rouge, and then you got the Civil War in Cambodia. Like, we were war-torn countries. But look at us now. We're leveling up. And then look at Thailand. In 30 years' time, they done shit. Tell me, Korea, South Korea was fighting North Korea, and Thailand helped them, right? And they're called blood brothers, right? But look at South Korea now. They're head and shoulders above Thailand. Military, education. But how come Thailand is still at the bottom? Why? Yeah, because their king has kept them dumb. And they all want to parade around like they're smart. No, you're not smart. You're freaking dumb. Because I don't think they know how stupid they are walking around talking about Thai history when we can all fact check that shit. That's the funny thing. Bob, Cambodia is my home. Yeah, I like that, Bob. You're Cambodian to me, Bob. You may not know it, but you're Khmer to me, brother. Speaking of which, I just want to talk about when I was in Siem Reap, the village, right? Remember I talked about the well, and then we found water. Oh my god, that made me so happy. The curveball was the camps. That was a curveball. We weren't even supposed to do that. One of my friends went up there a day before I did, and he told me, Joe, we got to do something. And I was like, well, what are we looking at? He's like, it's a lot of people. I'm like, okay, but what are we looking at? And then he told me it's over 400 kids. I'm like, okay, that is way out of our budget. And then, we sat down and we thought about it. I said, look, we got the school, we got the village, and now we got the camps. I said, we got to come up with a game plan. And, obviously we went way over budget, but but after seeing that, I don't know, I felt like we had to do something. And we got 440 toys for those kids. Because when we talked to one of the village people, the monks, and the volunteers over there, they said, food is nice. They got food and water, believe it or not. They have food and water, like rice and stuff like that. But toys. And we're like, we'll do toys. And can you imagine getting 440 toys? I remember going into the store with 2 shopping carts, just grabbing toys, right? And it's funny how the girl toys happen to always cost more than the boy toys. I don't know why, but anyways. And I was putting all the toys in the shopping cart. And as we were counting them, it was like 50. And I'm like, we still got 400 more to go. This is bananas. Yeah. It when I got there and I saw the camps, it really, yeah, it broke me down, guys. I saw babies, And at that time, you guys didn't even know yet, but my wife was pregnant, and she was ready to have a baby anytime. And I was supposed to be in Siem Reap for 10 days, and I was only there for 2.5 because I couldn't. And when I saw those babies on the ground, I thought about my own. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. And it just made me like want to expose the Sims even more, their hatred. Yeah, I'm not gonna let them get away, and I will no longer stay silent. hmm I know when I was in Siem Reap, a sister, Sophie, and her partner Pai, they reached out to me. They told me, I watch your videos, and I would love to meet you. And I was like, sure, I'll meet you. And then we had a deep conversation. Um, they were helping another refugee camp with the little that they had. And she thanked me, and I told her, I said, you don't have to thank me. This is the right thing to do. I feel like I'm one of the lucky ones. You know, it's crazy because everything happens for a reason. If the Khmer Rouge never happened, I would never be in America. I would never be an American citizen. That's just how it goes. But right now, I gotta use everything that America has given me, the opportunity, and I gotta come back home. I gotta help our people, right? They just need the opportunity. And I think in life, we just need an opportunity. If we have opportunity, sky's the limit. And that's just what I feel. And that's what I want. And I told you guys, those village, those students, we got them desk. They were using plastic chairs as their table. They were sitting on the floor. They're about 4 or 5 years old. And now they have desk. And every year, we're going to get the two best students, one boy, one girl. And we're going to get them bicycles, brand new bicycles. And before I forget, Bob, he's paying a tuition for one of the workers here at the Hillocks where I stayed in Siem Reap, because he said he's going to school to become a doctor. And so Bob was like, what? Because Bob's a doctor. And so Bob said he's going to pay his tuition for the next 4 years. That's a blessing. And Bob, he's Indian, okay? And he came to Cambodia one time with me because we were filming a movie. And he fell in love with the people. He could have done this anywhere he wanted. And he's going above and beyond. And I want to share with you guys that. Bob, by the way, congratulations on your way. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. We still take care of you even if they don't have enough for themselves. Yup, that's Khmer people, man. Like, they'll give you the shirts off their backs. That's just how it goes. Yeah, these lives are gonna be challenging because in the States is in the morning, you guys are going to work, and then in Cambodia it's almost 12, they're gonna go to sleep, and you guys will probably watch it later and it's gonna be all sloppy, but I want to apologize for that. It'll get better, I promise. It'll get better. As long as you guys can hear me, I can figure out how to just sign in faster, because once you launch the OBS app, you got to use the app to sync to the YouTube, and it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. Bob, I love Bob, man. You're Khmer to me, okay? But besides that, you're a good person. That's all that matters. Yeah, it doesn't really matter your race. It matters who you are. And if you want to do good things, that's what we need in this world. We don't have enough of that, unfortunately. Let's see. Chicken. Let's see. Hours are different. I'm off. I'm off home now. I'll be listening in my car. I appreciate you from Sydney. You see, what the conflict did was it brought us all together, brothers and sisters. You know, how many of you, and I'm guilty, I didn't know too much about Khmer. I didn't know much. I didn't know too much about Thais. But when this all happened, I knew I had to level up. So I took my time. I did research. I was like, I'm going to expose them like the POS. And that's how it all started. And then along the way, somehow you guys clicked and I said something that resonated with you. And you're like, hey, I'm going to ride and die with Bong Joe. And guess what? I'm going to ride and die with you. With you. Everything, when you guys email me, when you guys message me privately and you share links, I watch it, I read it. Because this is what's weighing heavy in your heart. And remember, I told you, our voices are being heard. We didn't have a voice before, but now we do. And we have so much brothers and sisters in this channel, okay? We have Laotian brother. I have so much respect for him, right? Like, he gets fired up just exposing the Thais. And this goes out to the Laotian people here, okay? You guys have culture. You guys have a country, a whole country that you share one identity. You're more like Khmer, believe it or not, than you are Thai. The Thais have no identity, okay? I told you. One side of the country, they got the Isan people, which are loud. The other side, they got the Myanmar people. And then down, they got Cambodia, okay? And then their king, to unify everyone, they changed their name from Siam to Thailand. Why? Because the Laos didn't want to be Siams, and the Cambodians didn't want to be Siams, okay? And this is how the king bullshitted their people, and they continued to bullshit their people. The king made sure they don't speak English because he was afraid that they will read textbooks and find out the truth. And the funny thing is, tell me why their king speaks English. Yeah. Chris, 7210, what up, bro? Where you from? I think this is the first time I see you, brother. It's the first time I see you in the live? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, what state, what city? Because here in Cambodia, it's about to be 12 midnight. And I'm trying to find out a good time. I think this is the only time I can do it. So it's either you guys listen to me when you're going to work in LA, or hopefully you listen before you're going to bed. But if there's anything you guys want to talk about, I'm gonna give you guys the floor. 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Who cares? Just whatever's in your mind. Ooh, Washington State. Hey, is it still snowing up there in Washington State? Because here in Cambodia, it's hot as shit. This is my second. I thought so. Yeah. Bong has good memory. Olympia, Washington. Dang. Okay. One thing I had to share with you guys when I started speaking my truth, right? I started making videos about exposing the Sims. I was alone, and now look at this. I got you, brothers and sisters. Why? Because we understand family. I have brothers and sisters all around the world. I got German Cambodians. I got French Cambodians. It's crazy. And you know what's more funny? I don't speak French. I don't speak Cambodian, but I speak Khmer, and that's how we communicate. So funny. Khmer Empire is 2,000 years old. Sima UTI. Bob, we know that. We all know that. This is the problem that we have. See, the problem that we have is that Thailand, they think they came first. That's the problem. When they're the ones who borrowed everyone's culture and then they try to call it their own. That's the funny shit. Yeah, it's cold as fuck. Of course, yeah. Washington's is hella freezing. Mazda, Minnesota, right? Yep. It's snowing here in Minnesota. Yep. We gotta find in the comments. Let me know how, how many of you have been to Cambodia, because we got to get all you guys to come with Bong and help Bong with the villages. That's what I want. Because I think, you brothers and sisters have stepped up so much. The ones who donated in the GoFundMe, trust me, you guys made so much kids smile. And without that donation, those 400 plus kids, impossible. Impossible. Okay? But everything happens for a reason. A brother in the channel, he reached out to me, said, brother, why don't you do a GoFundMe? I said, I don't like to ask, when I do things, I do it from my heart. I don't want to, and he said, yeah, but give other people a chance. If they want to help, let them help. But, if you don't do a GoFundMe, you're not giving them the opportunity to, if they wanted to. And, I'm so glad I listened to him. And boom, you guys stepped up. And then everything happens for a reason, like I told you. We go to Siem Reap this year, and then we saw these camps. We saw the refugee camps. And then you can't unsee what we saw. And then I had to go back, to the villa, and we all sat down, and we said, okay, the village, as the goal was to help the village and the school. Okay, that's. But we had to take some of that funds and push it heavy towards the refugee camps. And I'll tell you why. Because they lost everything. And the kids at the school, they're okay. They have a home. They have, and mind you, we still got them pencils, erasers, books, clothes, desk. Still got all that, and the bikes. But we wanted to do more. But we had to allocate a lot of that funds for these kids that have nothing. And that's what we all agreed on. And, John, he told me, we can't help everyone. And when we can't, he said, but let's do one thing great. Yeah, he said, let's do one thing great. Let's get them all toys. Right? And yeah, so many kids smiled. They made me smile. And what I want is for, if you brothers and sisters want to come and join me with your time, that will mean the world. Bob, that's why we need to keep educating the world. That exactly it. We need to keep educating the world. Most importantly, I'm going to educate you, brothers and sisters. Yeah. I want you guys to do better than Bong. I want you guys to be more informed than Bong. That way you can never be broken. You guys heard that quote. If you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. Bob, much respect to Joe for his work and donation. Bob, you don't have to thank Bong, man. It's I think it's something we all should want to do, right? We should work on ourselves, our health, our mind, and make all the money in the world so we can just give it away. Maza, I'll be in Cambodia this year, maybe around October, November. Maza, October, November in Sokma is like the rainy season. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you see, Bong, I'm more glowing. Why? Because the water here, there's no chemicals. The food here, there's no chemicals. Yeah, and I got my orange juice that is freshly squeezed for $1. Man, the other day I was like working on OBS, the software I'm using right now, because of course I could just go live, right? But I want the problem with the live that I had in LA was I couldn't share my screen like I could do now, right? I can do more, obviously, but when I talk about things, I want to read with you guys. So when I have articles, let me pull one up. We can read together, and that's what I like. Let me minimize this real quick. That's what I like. So, like this article right here. Let me share my screen. Indigenous numerals in Southeast Asia. Write your numerals below, right? And then let's focus on Cambodia and Thailand, because you guys know, you guys know that they copied Khmer, right? So look at the similarities, okay? Look at it, 1 through 9. Look at the similarities. But then in their country, their king has told them they came first. So that's why everything you see in social media, oh, Cambodia copy, Cambodia. But they got no evidence. Okay? Last time I checked, the history books didn't say Thailand Empire. It says Khmer Empire. But yeah, I couldn't do that. And as much as I want to go live and just chat and talk, I think the live is good because it allows us to talk, and then you guys get to know me at a personal level, right? Because when I do my videos, it's go time. I'm focused. I'm zeroed in. I got my bullet points, and I'm just attacking it. Let's see. Maza. Yeah, I know. It's the rainy season, but the cooler the weather is better for me. It's not going to be that much cooler, Bong. And it's going to be wet. But you know what? Anytime is a good time for Cambodia. And even though it's the rainy season, October, November, Bong, it doesn't rain like, it's like tropical, right? It just rains, it stops, it rains, it stops. Let's see what Bob writes. I swear I feel so much healthier, invigorated in Cambodia. You do, Bob. I feel the same. Like I've been here for what, 2 weeks now, and I lost like 3 pounds. Crazy, right? Well, a lot of the 3 pounds was from stress, from the baby, having a hole in the heart and stuff like that. I was like, ah. Yeah, but I want to appreciate you guys, man. I do this live so I can just see your comments live, and you guys can ask questions live and just talk, because when I pre-record it, I'm giving you guys the information as fast as I can. I want to make sure you guys are informed. I want to make sure you guys are equipped, right? So that when we go to war, the war on information, we have the right information, and that's very important. And we have a lot of brothers and sisters, believe me, that are much smarter than me, and I learned a lot from them. Why? Because I told them, speak your truth, leave it in the comments. I want every single one of you to read the comments. Somebody will have an answer for you. Okay? We learn from each other, and if we have each other's back, we're gonna get there so much faster. Because I told you, the ties are not gonna stop. And what Mom always say, and you already know I'm not gonna stop, and I already know you, brothers and sisters, are not going to stop. We're gonna continue exposing them. We came first. Never forget, I told you. Yeah. I also have the brothers and sisters in this channel that are in Khmer right now. I still gotta meet up, right? The Maven's one of them. Yeah. And a couple more people. I gotta meet up. Uncle Sambo. I gotta meet up with Uncle Sambo. He lives all the way near Battambang. I'm gonna take the train ride there. That's what I plan to do. The hot weather is uncomfortable, but the sweating helps detoxification. It does. In Cambodia, you just gotta plan your day. Let's see, Maza. Last year I went in June, and the weather was perfect for me. It never got hotter than 95. Most days was 85, 95. Kapong Sam was in the 70s in the morning. Wow. So Maza, if you go to like Mundo Kari or you go to Kari Rom, it's so high above elevation that you don't feel the humidity. It's just like cold. Honestly, in Cambodia, as long as you don't go out around high noon, you'll be all right. See, I feel so much better now because when I first started this live with the new OBS, I was a mess. I was like, okay, I had a game plan, and then I was like, what's going on? Can you guys hear me? But now that I know you guys can hear me, it's perfect. Ask question, guys. Anything you want to talk about, we can talk about. We can talk about The Sims. I got a lot of information about The Sims. I'm coming to you live from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Maza, when you are in Battambang, check out the Phnom Sapu, the Bat Cave. That is where they bomb. That's where they bomb. That's where they bomb. It's a tourist spot. I'll check it out. I also want to do that bamboo train thing. I want to do that. Yeah, and Uncle Sambo lives there. So when I go to Battambang, I reach out to him because he gave me his location. So he lives in the more rural area, and I saw the map, but he's not too far from Battambang. Man, guys, I got so much content that I want to share with you guys, and I will, but I want to get this. I want to master this software. Yeah, I want to master this software. Share my screen with you like that. Master the software, and then share all the screenshots I took and saved, and then give you my thoughts on them. So many, like the origins was a good one that I did. Right? No matter how good you are, if you're in the wrong place, you won't be valued. Yup, I love sharing some good energy with you guys. Okay? Because I love everyone. Yeah, people ask me, why do you hate the Thais? I don't hate all the Thais. There's good people. There's good and bad people in all race and religion. Let's not get it twisted. I just don't like the piece of shit Thais that they think they know it all, right? And they think they're all royalty or something. They think they were born in royalty, but they're peasants. Let me tell you. They all act like they live in Sukhumvit. And anyone who's been to Thailand or stayed in Thailand like myself, I told you, that's not the case. Okay? If you go to Bangkok, there is no culture. There's no culture. There's no Thai culture in Bangkok. Yeah, and the reason why people go to Bangkok because Pattaya is just right there, and you guys already know why they go to Pattaya. Yup, and it ain't for the temples. Yeah, Thailand is a sex industry of a country. Okay, that's how they make a lot of their money. They want that tourist sex money. That's what they do. Yeah. Thailand is known for lady boys. Let's not get it twisted, okay? Nobody's going to Thailand for some chut Thai like they go on the internet. And I told you, no one goes harder than them. These guys, if you try to call them out, they're gonna meme you to death. Yeah, check out the Bannon bamboo train. That is a beautiful spot. Yeah, I want to do that. The bamboo thing I saw. I was like, I gotta do that. Mazda, it's about $20 for a ticket. A no, yup, $20 is cool. I think it's Mazda. I think it's like a what 4-hour train ride, 5 hour, something like that. Okay, so we'll talk for 5 more minutes, and I'll let you guys go because it's getting super late here. And we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Hopefully, I'll get better. You guys gonna watch me get better. Yeah, you guys will watch me get better. And the live, what I enjoy about it is I get to talk with you guys, straight up. So 5 more minutes, and then we'll end it here. And then I don't know. When I go live, I think I'll give you guys like a 1 hour notice. I'll schedule it. So hopefully when you guys are on YouTube, you'll see it. I don't know if I schedule it, do you guys get a notification that says, oh, you know, I'm about to go live? I don't know how it works. No, it's only about 10 minutes, but they take you to the tourist spot like a garden. Oh, okay. But before I go, I want to thank each and every one of you brothers for from the bottom of my heart, you know. Um it's funny because this conflict really brought us together. It really awakened us, okay? And what you're feeling is exactly what I'm feeling. You know, I don't like bullies. I don't like people hurting people who can't defend themselves. And it doesn't matter if it's Khmer or it doesn't matter who, right? And a lot of you guys, you know, like Jimmy reached out to me, and then we have good conversations. And he lives in Australia, and he has an accent, right, when he speaks English. But he when we speak Khmer, it's like, yo, and it's beautiful. And I realize we're more alike than we are different. And a lot of you guys who've been following me since the beginning, I told you I don't really know too many Khmer people, right? Outside of my family. But on YouTube, the reason why I enjoy doing these videos is because, man, look at all you guys. And then, you know, we got our Khmer brothers and sisters that they got promoted to Khmer. And I'm proud to call you a Khmer brother and sister. You guys know who you are. You know, being Khmer is like a feeling, right? Because believe it or not, there's a lot of Cambodians in the States that don't give 2 cents of what's going on in Cambodia, right? They're distracted. They know nothing. And it breaks my heart because they got the opportunity to be in a country to be all they can be. And that's the American dream, right? To be all you can be. But it is what it is. But that's not us. We're fighting, and we're gonna continue to fight. We'll continue to call them out, and I'm gonna continue calling them out. Like, yeah. Which bird from Australia? Jimmy. His name is Jimmy. His YouTube handle is CC Draws, ZZ Draws. Yeah. And then before I go, I want to give a shout out to Soda Pop Sunshine. Before I left LAX, she gave me the VIP treatment. She walked me through LAX because I'm not gonna lie, my suitcase was a little heavy, but she said don't even worry about it. And then she also gave me an envelope. She helped donate it for the kids and the brothers and sisters that, yeah, you guys don't know, but remember when you guys were some of you guys were donating some money on the chat. All that money went through the kids. I didn't keep it. I didn't spend it. I just put it away and I gave it to those kids, man. So everyone that's watching, that like, that subscribe, that share the content, that it's ride or die. Listen, man, we're gonna hold it down, okay? We all are doing our part. We're gonna hold it down, okay? I can't do it without you, okay? I lied. With or without you, I'm gonna keep going, okay? I'm gonna keep going. It is what it is. But the more, the better. And we're gonna continue calling them out. And when they come to the chat and they come to the comment section and write their bullshit, you guys better attack them, right? We're like snipers. We're gonna just shoot them down. So, with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Sok sabai tang all knia. Okay. Learn, speak your truth, read the comments. Okay. We understand, family. Never forget. I told you. Yeah. We're gonna call them out, man. That when it's all said and done, yeah, that they're not gonna have a culture. I told you. That's yeah. We're gonna erase their freaking culture with truth, with our history. Yup. Because it's Sokoma's time. It's our time to rise, right? You know, the Khmer Rouge, what it did was put all the brothers and sisters all around the world. Think about that. We're in every corner of the world, okay? And when I see brothers and sisters from all the corners of the world and all the corners of the United States, you know what that tells me? That tells me we're everywhere. Everywhere you look, we're everywhere. And we all have something that we can do to help our brothers and sisters. Yeah. Most people, they don't come on social media like me. And it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to. But when you educate yourself and you know, I get links, I get emails, I read them. Anything that I can learn and use to help our brothers and sisters, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. You best believe. Bob, we'll definitely stay in touch. And Chicken, I appreciate you. The Australians, the Khmer Australians, the US Khmers, and the European Khmers, everybody. The Khmers in Sok Khmer, the OGs. Yeah. But it's late here, and I want to wish you guys a good day, good energy. And the next live, hopefully it'll be a lot smoother. But if it isn't, who cares? Who cares? That's not the point. And I'm going to get some rest, and I'll talk with you